All right. I want to talk about the fact that there are so many of my friends, there are so many Barcelona fans who are hoping that Barcelona loses Copa del Rey, or they are torn between hoping they lose and wishing they would win. And this is absolutely blows my mind. I feel like I'm swimming in the ocean with all this salt everywhere. Everybody's super salty. Listen, they lost Champions League. Embarrassingly. 2 years in a row. Can't change that. Not great feeling. Listen, I went underground too. I get it. But to hope that Barcelona loses Copa del Rey so they get rid of Valverde, but it's crazy to me because they're not going to get rid of Valverde. I don't care if they lose Copa del Rey. It's this small prayer that you have that if they get embarrassed even more, we're going to get rid of Valverde. Valverde's staying. Think about it. Barcelona, the board, Bartomeu, they're in a power struggle. And the last thing you do is fire a coach who wins the league and wins Copa del Rey. The last thing you do is fire a league-winning coach. Because what happens when the replacement is unable to win league? Then what? Then you fire someone else again? Then the elections come up and you get kicked out? I mean, that's what you're looking at. So they're not going to get rid of Valverde. Not to mention, you have Messi coming out stating his support for Valverde. And then I have friends tell me, well, Messi, he just doesn't want any change and all this. I'm thinking, isn't this the same player that you love and call the greatest player of all time? How about this? How about you just take his word for it, right? Like, we're fans. He's the number 10. And don't wish your favorite player to lose a trophy. I mean, I get it. Everybody's stuck inside a vacuum right now. They're angry, they're mad, they want change, they don't like the style of play, they think it's ugly. But listen, a new coach isn't going to guarantee you a better style of play. Losing Copa del Rey is not going to guarantee you to get rid of the coach that you don't like. All the things that you're unhappy with, find some solace in the fact that La Liga, you won. Copa del Rey is probably going to be won. And if not, are you really going to feel good? I mean, really, honestly? You going to feel good about depriving Messi of another trophy? I mean, isn't it enough what they've been through? I guess that's the part I'm having a hard time understanding is, what's the point of all this? You got one game left. Yes, we're all super salty about losing to Liverpool and that game's still on. But just take a deep breath. Getting to see Messi play in the prime of his career, won a game in a championship game. Just enjoy it. Don't wish bad on him. And not to mention, everyone's saying, wow, I also heard, well, Messi's going to take the whole blame of this because he's supporting Valverde. Now it's all his fault. If everything goes wrong, Valverde, none of the shade is on Valverde. It's all on Messi. And when in the world was it not on Messi? The responsibility always falls on Messi. It doesn't matter if he's there, if he's not. If he's on the bench, it's his fault for not playing. If he's in the game and something goes wrong, he should have got everyone else involved or he should have scored another goal. It's always Messi's problem. So when he says that he's supporting a coach, maybe just take a step back and say he probably knows better. And even if they were going to fire Valverde, he would know, but he would never say anything before a championship game. Listen, there'll be a new coach after the election. Most likely, that's how it's going to line up. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but that's how it's going to line up. And the current regime is no way in hell going to get rid of Valverde after winning the league 2 consecutive years. Especially if he wins Copa del Rey, he's got a double. But even if he doesn't, they're going to say it's hangover from losing in Champions League. Okay? Lost to a legitimate team. Yes, it was embarrassing the way the players were standing outside in the game, looking like their eyes were glossed over, getting stomped. Yes, Valverde probably could have done a few tactical changes, but are we all convinced that they would have responded? For some reason, they didn't look like they responded. And we've all played in games. You ever been in that game and the tide is not turning, and you don't walk off the field as a player and go, yep, coach screwed us today. No, you get off the field and you go, what did we do wrong? And I think that's what the players are doing. A lot of people are frustrated that the players are not coming out and speaking against Valverde. Really, they're ashamed of what they've done. Okay? They don't want, it's almost a cop-out for them to blame their coach. They were the ones who fell asleep in the second leg of a Champions League final or Champions League semifinal. Okay? That's what happened. It's not great. It doesn't feel good. That's what happened. So please join me in celebrating this game and hoping that they win so we can have 2 consecutive doubles, put another trophy in Messi's in his stockpile of trophies. Try to get a couple more goals to make sure that he gets the golden boot. We're fans. We can get angry. We can be passionate. But this is going on a little long, guys. Seriously. I've tried to be quiet. I've tried to stay below ground. But the negativity is really starting to rub people the wrong way because it's time to celebrate a championship game. Please. Come on. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. You have no power. You need to sit down and realize you have 0 power in this situation. So, as a fan, how would you really feel the day after they lose Copa del Rey? Would you make you feel better when they decide to keep Valverde? Because he's not going anywhere. So, please join me in celebrating Barcelona in the Copa del Rey final. Enjoying watching some of the best players in the world play in the championship game. See another piece of amazing footwork and goal from Messi. Enjoy it. Don't be caught up in all the negativity. Try to separate yourself. Take a break. You got the Women's World Cup. We've got a lot to come. There's a lot of ball to be watched, okay? Don't focus so much on one negative game. Overall, it was a very successful campaign. It really was. It was an embarrassing knockout of Champions League, but it was a very successful run. Be happy. Enjoy the ball. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the players. And get an umbrella for all that salt, because boy, it's raining.